Coming up on Now You Made It Awkward podcast.
I noticed you're rocking a standalone there.
You know what? In honor of the Mandalorian,
Okay.
I thought I would do the stash for Pedro Pascal. You know,
Are you going to be as gay as him?
I have to ask my wife.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask my wife if I could be gay. Got to go kiss the homies. Good night. It's
Yes.
fine. Yeah, you can't leave in this day and age, you can't leave a standalone mustache for too long unless you've got one of the really cool ones where you've got like the full waxy
Right.
thing. You're either branded like a pedophile or
Yeah.
there's some judging that should be done. Mr. We count the furries. We count and rank furries. S rank. He's going the full thing. It's like I can't even tell where his tail is attached. I didn't watch the Punisher series, and apparently I'm an idiot for that, so I need to make up for that.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll forgive you this time.
Sorry, I'll apologize to the mustache. Because if you're going to do anything with that, you need to do it old school Legend of Zelda cartoon style.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, princess. I just triggered some people in the audience who haven't heard that in 30 years.
That's why this podcast is the way it is, because it touches topics that everyone's thinking about, but no one wants to.
Nobody
talk
ever,
about.
actually, people think about and they never talk about. And also,
And now all the people are now going to their bathrooms.
go to your
Oh, yeah,
bathrooms
so
right now. Go to your bathroom.
Kind of like shooting a gun with dominant eye,
Yes.
reverse dominant eye.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Especially the brown eye.
Yeah, they go there.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, I threw that softball.
You did.
I see her rolling up over black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's
Main cam, U cam, fat cam. Good to go. All right. Hold on. Hold your hands up. So, okay. No, go to that way. Yeah, there you go. That's where the fat cam is, right there.
Okay.
So that position, that's where that's at. Yeah. Hefe's got it down to where he reaches over, so we do the fat cam thing. All right, so let's just go ahead and get rolling right quick because we're doing an emergency show, as it were. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, episode 190. 190. 190. We are technically 10 weeks away from the release of episode 200, but we're actually only, as of the time of recording, 2 weeks away, or 3 weeks away, specifically from the recording of episode 200, part 1. Now, of course, I am Shoky. You can follow me at all the Shoky-related links down below, whether that's Shoky Reviews 2, or the It Doesn't Have to Make Sense live stream channel. And, of course, guys, make sure you go like and subscribe to this one and our Clips channel, where I upload all the clips that we get. You know, I say me, I do that. I do all the work. It is what it is. So we do have the Clips channel. We got a whopping 12 subscribers.
Woohoo!
Woohoo, indeed.
Go for 13.
Go for 13, either way. And welcome to all you new people who might be watching, especially if you came over here from the episode 200 invite. If you signed up for that and you saw it on Frankenbolt's post, welcome. Hi, I'm Shoky. All right, either way. And, of course, if you want to get the uncut video version of this podcast, you can get that over on the Shoky Reviews Patreon. Link is in the description down below, along with the Clips channel and the Eventbrite ticket link for episode 200. I had to talk my way through that slowly because on the promo video, I screwed it up and I said in the Eventbrite description. So if you guys saw it, I did the promo video for the thing. Me and Hefe went out to Frankenbolt's and no script, just going at what I knew I needed to say. And I made sure I left in all the screw ups, all the dog trails. It's not 100% uncut because there was a time that we just rambled for a bit and I cut that out. And then I also cut at a very important part, which actually, if you guys are watching this, you'll see that you would have seen that at the front of the episode. So that part where I say, if you guys want to take a shit by Steve, I continued on with the tactical bumper dumper discussion and all that. So we're not actually going to have you take a shit by Steve. But either way, I don't have any of my normal co-hosts this week. Hefe is in a weird spot with his schedule, and Steve is still broken. Still waiting on the last few parts to come in so he can properly install his, everything. And then Chad has been busy with graduation for his kiddo, and, not his kiddo, his wife's kiddo. And then in-laws being in town and taking Memorial Weekend off and all this other nonsense. So Chad couldn't be here. But what I do have is other Kevin,
Hello.
made famous from this podcast.
Yes. And I guess I have no life because you just called me a few hours ago and I'm like, I got nothing to do.
Well, I took a bet on the idea that you would normally come to men's group if you were available. So we're doing this when we normally would be doing men's group. It's literally around about 7 o'clock. We should be sitting down at Burger Fresh for either some kind of egg roll or a burger or whatnot. But
Nice ice cream.
nice ice cream. You do the ice cream more than the rest of us. So either way, other Kevin doesn't have any socials or anything else like that, but he needs to. We need to get you set up with that other Kevin IG because that'd be hilarious. Just okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So other Kevin. And by the way, I do have to apologize because I've only seen you a couple times since then. At the Frankenbolts thing, I could not remember that you were the other espionage team member.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. But
Also, I noticed you're rocking a standalone there.
you know what? In honor of the Mandalorian,
Okay.
I thought I would do the stash for Pedro Pascal.
Okay. Are you going to be as gay as him?
I have to ask my wife.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to ask my wife if I could be gay. Got to go kiss the homies. Good night. It's
Yes.
fine. No, but we're actually going to be talking a little bit Mandalorian. I have not seen it, but it dropped this weekend, and the reviews have not been kind.
Oh, I've been looking for a kind review.
I have not found one.
I have not found one.
Yeah.
But I heard Pedro did a great job. He was in one scene, probably made
Literally with his helmet
millions
off.
of dollars. So that's why, hey, props to him for.
And he got to kiss all the talk show hosts that would let him.
Yep.
Even on what near the tail end of a particular talk show host or late night talk show host got to kiss him for some reason. Just very strange. That's how he's slowly coming out as actually gay or bi or whatever he is. It doesn't matter, honestly. It's like, just be honest about it and nobody's going to care.
Mm-hmm.
This will they, won't they, trying to play the heartthrob hot dude who is like super clingy to hot women that he's in roles with, but then is kissing male or talk show hosts. It's a bit weird.
I'm confused.
I think we all are, my friend. We all are. Either way, like I said, Heffy's not here, but you can go check him out at Grounded and Grumpy. And since Chad hasn't been here in almost a month, we're not promoting Chad until he comes back. But if you wanted to just see, there's literally blank screen. It was so bad. Heffy forgot his hat last Tuesday. Mm-hmm. He just wore Chad's hat. Because it's the same size. So he's just like, I'm gonna wear Chad's hat just because that way his bald head wasn't shining.
But Vinyl Daddy is still the best catch line.
Except that he didn't get any Vinyl Daddy merch made. Jesus made the sticker Chad shirt instead, which is his own thing. But, the Vinyl Daddy stuff is funny.
He's got to run with that.
He should.
Chad, if you're listening to this podcast.
He won't be.
You won't be. Run with it.
If he was listening, he'd know how much we're making fun of him.
Yes.
Hold on. We started a new thing now. It's and not with us as usual or as always is Chad. And not with us as always. We even did that in the promo. Either way.
Sounds like a new poster.
Indeed.
Not with us.
I actually considered an empty chair. An empty chair with like speed marks going away from it as though he just left the chair. Or making it to where Chad's like this mythological creature. And here's the thing. So I haven't 100% edited last week's episode yet. I did the uncut edit, right? So that means I haven't listened to it all the way through. I just saw particular things. I lined up all the stuff I needed to do. Much like if you guys want to contact the show, you can do so at NowYouMadeItAwkwardMail@gmail.com. You can follow our IG at @NYMia_pod. And if you want to reach out to us directly, go check out our Facebook page where you can send in a message over at Now You Made It Awkward podcast on the Facebooks. We don't actually have any messages today because I had no time to prompt anybody, so it is what it is. But the thing was, we came up with a new T-shirt idea and can't remember what the hell it was. And I haven't listened all the way through the podcast to find it. But I scrolled through. I'm like, no. I mean, I tapped like every 5 minutes just to see.
Yeah.
And then I got all the way to the end, and we mentioned the thing that we need to make merch of. And even in the moment, we couldn't remember what it was, but we know it was hilarious. So we got to the end of that episode, couldn't remember what we had said earlier on that we wanted to make merch for. But there is new Live Laugh Awkward merch. I spent like hours creating a Live Laugh Awkward sign.
Nice.
So I made like a very grungy one it's like, the nice scrolly letters, but then on the actual thing it looks like it's all worn and like maybe even blood soaked. But I came up with the new one here. I'll show you.
Well, for all those millennials out there.
Yes, it personally it's one of my better works.
Yeah.
I gotta find it right quick. Where? It's one of those things where there should be a folder here. There it is. It's on Canva. There it is.
I kind of miss Chad because last time for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually in a poster form.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and actually, I thought about getting it turned into a vector image to have somebody we know that can laser stuff actually make an actual wood plaque for it. But where is my PixArt folder? That's a little disturbing. It's like, oh, there it is. Whew, I was getting worried. Oh, that's right, because I spent this morning trying to just make a Memorial Day thing, which, by the way, guys, this is Memorial Day Monday as we're recording this. And, last year we did like a minute of silence just for the fallen hero, so we should do that. Here, you want me to do you a favor? Well, I'll shine. We're all going to shine today. There we go. It looks,
Turn the lights down.
It looks so worse. It looks so. I got it. Well, at least my light is directly on the dome. Okay, minute of silence. All right. Okay, good enough. I know it wasn't a minute. It was a moment. Sorry, this is blowing in the wind and bothering me. Go over there where it's not going to bother me. Either way. So, yeah, Memorial Day. We did a lot of things last year. I did a little bit more stuff for Memorial and veterans and stuff like that last year. This year has been so chaotic getting episode 200 together that it's just been one of those things. So, either way. But before we get too much further, because we don't have any other messages, we need to go ahead and do Meme of the Week, which you haven't... You were here for the Cinco de Mayo Meme of the Week, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but I had to show you on the phone. It's your first time experiencing the TV.
I know.
Which, by the way, guys, we had the fat cam. Hold your hand
Hi,
up for the fat cam. You got to hold up the fat cam sign. There you go. Perfect. We got to give it our power. Okay, so let me pull up the thing there. So I gotta turn my head so I can actually see as well. All right, so of course you see this. We have our nice logo up there. So this one is actually a sequel, as it were, to a meme we had quite some time ago. There was a hearty discussion over bathrooms. So at me, put up the meme of the week stuff on the screen. Oh, it's all tiny for some reason. Hold on. Why are you tiny? You can see it anyways. It's fine. All right, so what it says there is 2 bathroom doors. One says birds, one says bees. And the thing above it said, "This isn't a joke. I'm about to shit in my pants. Which one am I?" Oh, it does say, "Which one am I? Somebody extra typoed there. That's funny. But we had one where it was like really weird symbols. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And nobody could figure it out. This one, and it does bring up an interesting discussion. When we always heard growing up, you got to get the birds and the bees talk, right?
Yeah.
Which one's which? Was it ever actually explained, or we just called it the birds and the bees? Which one is male? Which one's female?
I don't think it explained it.
I don't think we've ever been explained.
Birds and the bees and the flowers and the seas.
Where's the flowers and trees?
Trees.
I think it was
and
trees.
the moon up above. And a thing called love.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on, let's do a quick Google. Okay, so I could see how bee would be male because, stinging implement. But also it always felt like birds because, women were referred to as check out the birds over there at some point, So I don't know, but I'm going to do a quick Google. But if you had to guess, if you had a guess on it, just if we get a solid answer.
Male bees.
You're going to say bee is male?
Female birds.
Okay, hold on. Let me do it.
Because you call girl chick.
A chick, yeah, right. It makes sense, but watch it be the other way around.
I'm not as smart as Grok.
Yeah, exactly. Whoop. Okay. In the statement, birds and the bees, which one is supposed to be male and which one is supposed to be female? Okay. In the phrase birds and the bees represent the male fertilization, while the birds represent the female ovulation and giving birth. I mean, they have the eggs.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But also, I mean, primarily bees are female. The vast majority tend to be female. But either way, good thing we now know this, because honestly,
Well, it's important because I'm eating a greasy burger and I got to go and I run into this door.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to go to Grok and ask.
Yeah. Hey, by the way.
Or call you and be like, hey, do you remember the song?
Well, it's not even about the song. Just remember, if it lays eggs, it's a girl.
All right.
Girls have eggs, boys don't. We just have we have a stinger.
This is such a deep podcast.
Yep.
It's amazing what you learn here.
I mean, we talked about poop schedules last week.
Yeah.
Which you haven't heard yet.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, you haven't gotten there yet, but even I forgot what all we talked about.
Yeah, they're slow.
Yeah, somebody should pay that guy so he'd go faster.
What were you doing yesterday? Nothing?
Patreon. Yeah, yesterday where I was gone literally all damn day on my busted ass ankle. By the way, guys, I currently have a sprained ankle. Not entirely certain how it happened, but woke up that way Friday morning and worked all day. Not all day. Worked a full shift Friday. Worked a full shift Saturday. Saturday we didn't do much in the afternoon, but came home. I nursed my ankle for a while. Sunday we were gone all day because we had church at 11, but then we had the charity event at Frankenbolt's. So we were there literally till 5:30, 6 o'clock. Oh, God, I was hurting so bad by the time we got home, man. And, I had a brace on. It just was wrong for what I was doing. I had to wait till I got the current brace that's on my foot, which has helped tremendously since I put it on. But I've been on my feet today, too, and I just don't know how to take it easy. But, I mean, you've sort of seen me in a full-on brewery setting. I don't really stay in one place, especially if it's a market day.
You in a brewery is a work of art. And I took my wife here last time. Watching you is just basically I just get a beer, we sit down and just watch you go to table,
talk to everybody.
Everybody. It's
Is it hard to imagine I used to be a shy person?
Extremely.
Yeah. But you know what fixed that? Going to breweries. Going to breweries, talking to strangers, going to bars alone.
Mm-hmm.
And not because I needed to get trash or I'm trying to pick anybody up, or chicks at least. But I've made plenty of long-term friends just from going to bars alone. It's so funny. And, I used to go to Red Brick Tavern quite a lot here in town. I heard the food's getting better again. It took a big dip there for a while, but there was a couple that was there, an older couple that was there all the time. And the guy looked so familiar. And I'm like, why do I know this guy? Turned out it was my friend Tim's mom and dad. It's they lived all the way down in Copperfield area, way south Texas or South Houston. And so and also shout out to Tim and David. They're actually leaving Texas. They're moving home to Minnesota. So their goodbye party. Yeah, I don't know.
Is that a good move?
I don't know what it's for. Was it Minnesota or Michigan?
Either one.
It might be Michigan.
Very cold.
It might actually be Michigan. I might be wrong.
Snowy.
Apologies. Either way, honestly, Tim and David, I've known them for a long time. Gay couple. And pretty manly for a gay couple, if I'm fair. And they were my main experience with male homosexuals because for the most part I knew a lot of lesbians. Obviously, I'm attached to someone raised by them. But Tim and David were the first male couple I knew. I knew independent, gay guys. But we would hang out. I got to know them through the beer club we had and all that stuff, doing beer tastings, all that. We played Rock Band and got drunk together. That was fun. And then that was the first time I got to go to I was the only straight man at their birthday party. After his dad and mom left, which is why it was funny when I ran into them later. I was like, no wonder I knew them. But no, wait, am I wrong? Oh, no, I am wrong. It was another friend attached to them that it was their parents. Okay. Apologies. But because I knew them because of David and Tim, that was the connectivity. Sorry about that. That was Alex and I forgot his other brother's name. They weren't a couple. They were brothers.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been weird. Either way, so Tim and David are leaving. Tonight was their goodbye party, and it was all the way down in Sugarland. I was just like, if my ankle wasn't busted, I probably would have made the effort. Like, and I feel bad because I've known those guys forever, but we haven't seen each other in years. They used to come up to Jessica's birthday parties or my birthday parties, stuff like that. We used to always drink together, but wouldn't know them without craft beer, breweries, stuff like that. Drinking all the cool bars down there back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's 1.5 million bars and breweries in town. So, shout out to Tim and David. You guys are leaving. I know we haven't been together in a long time, but I will miss your presence. I'm not entirely certain why they're leaving, but could be political reasons, could be family reasons, because that's where their family's from.
Yeah.
And we used to hang out with them at Renaissance as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Because they'd come out there in their kilts. And I'd have to ask them, I was like, are you, And they're like, you know it? And I'm like, all right. I'm going to sit in front of you. I don't want to. It's like, I'm going to be upwind. It's like, you guys can walk behind me.
But how hot the Renaissance Festival is, I was thinking of doing a kilt.
Yeah. Until the 1 year when it's not hot at all.
Right. I'm always jealous of all the women wearing, nice little skirts and everything and feeling cool.
And having their boobs out. God, could you imagine? Just having all that ventilation.
But then you go like toward Christmas time when it's cold, and then all the furries come out.
No, they come out when it's hot too.
They
don't care. They just only wear the head. But during Christmas time, they're weather for full force.
They're the full force.
Like why? What? Who decided furries were okay at the Renaissance Festival? That never made sense.
I don't know, but I started a new thing in my family. We're having a furry scavenger hunt. Identify all the furries. And depending on the level of furry.
Okay.
You have to entertain yourself somehow.
I guess. Something we haven't talked about in a long time on this show is a game we used to play on road trips. It's more fun if you have more than one other person in the car with you, but it's vehicular profiling. So as you approach a vehicle in the other lane, you shout out sex and race based purely on their driving and the vehicle as you approach it.
So if it's a Buick, you're assuming it's an old person.
It's either it's probably an old person or a very poor young white person.
Yes.
Yeah. If it's a Honda Passport, odds are it's going to be an Asian person for the most part. And if it's a Ford F-150 with multi-color panels and 3 wheels that match and one that doesn't and exhaust hanging, it's either a white guy or a Mexican. There's no in between. Now it was getting harder and harder to determine black people, honestly, because like they stopped doing specific stereotypes, old ones anyways. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, if you see a Challenger or a Charger, you're gonna make the assumption, but just depends on the area you're also in.
Yeah.
But it used to be because Jessica and I did this on a road trip to Austin or Dallas.
It's still Cadillacs.
They do still have Cadillacs. But now it's mostly moved on to Mopar and stuff like that. It's really kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like the Hyundais sometimes. And then the Nissan Altimas as well.
Right.
You can still catch them all in the Nissan Altimas. Except for my buddy Isaac, who for some reason has an obsession with Mazdas. Mazdas and Neons.
Neons?
Yeah. Well, he was in a Neon club with me.
Okay.
That's how I know him. He was my black friend. Because he was literally the only one. It's like up until Andre came along, is literally the only one for like years and years on end. It's funny. Shout out to Isaac. I need to get him on here one day. He works a wonky schedule like I do, but he works in like a big industrial place. So I don't know if he does like 212s or 512s or something like that, but I know he works oddball hours. But then somehow on the weekend, he's spending 10 hours at the junkyard scavenging for parts that he can either put on his own car or sell on eBay.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been finding badass like Willwood, like stock Willwood brakes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is your phone blowing up?
Oh, my wife asked, "Are you still mustachioed?"
Do you currently have the mustache? So
she wanted me to
explain. Yes.
I had to go tea if you watched the past episodes.
Okay.
And she said she got tired of kissing a carpet, so. So for the love of the wife, I shaved it off, but she said, "Hey, I want to see what you look like it with a mustache." And then I put it on, and yep, I kind of look like an Italian grocer.
You'll get Italian or Cuban.
Yeah.
Goes either way. Yeah.
And then you call. I was gonna shave it off, and then you called, and I was like, "Well,
no, leave it on.
Pedro,
Yeah, leave it on.
I think it's gonna be a good running gag. I'll just keep it on."
It sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
So
that
my wife's gonna be watching it. She'd be like, "Oh my gosh, she didn't shave it off."
no, leave it for now. Now, what's really funny is me with the standalone mustache because it's all I could have at work forever.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to have beards until we finally were. So Jessica had to get used to me either clean shaven, which is not good for anybody, or mustache only. And I told her, I was like, I'm going to shave off the beard and leave only the mustache. She's like, I will leave you. I was like, okay, we'll see. I didn't even get to buzz my beard off this year like I normally do. Didn't get to do my full beard reset. I'm just trying to sneak it in every now and then. But either way, much like the birds and the bees.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't leave in this day and age, you can't leave a standalone mustache for too long unless you got one of the really cool ones where you've got like the full waxy thing. Which I know people who do, but you're either branded like a pedophile or, if you're not like a male guy or something, there's too many stereotypes of standalone mustaches.
Yeah.
And you either got to get less manly or more manly to pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of in between.
Yeah.
No offense. You either get super.
Well, you need the big bushy one. I can't grow that, so it looks.
No, that's a problem. That's my problem too. Mine. When it gets to the point it's in my lips, I hate it.
Yeah.
I have to trim it off. Guys or ladies out there, including Grace, because I know she watches. Tell us about your mustache love or hate, and I don't mean your own. I mean your significant other. Whether male or female, because I know plenty of females who have mustaches who just don't care.
Mm-hmm. We don't judge.
We shouldn't. Well, I guess it depends.
Yeah.
There's some judging that should be done. Mr. We count the furries. We count and rank furries. S rank. He's going the full thing. It's like I can't even tell where his tail is attached. I'm sure Comic Palooza was loaded with the furries this weekend. Which, by the way, could more things be happening this weekend? It's Memorial Weekend, Comic Palooza, Crawfish Festival, the stuff at Frankenbolt's. There was like 4 other main events going on around town. I'm just like, well, I'm just going to pick the 2 things I can make it to that'll cost me the least amount of money.
Well, wait until the World Cup hits. Do not go anywhere near.
I mean, I don't go to Houston anyways, but I definitely won't. Dude, the hotels are going to be like stocked up here too. Just people shuttling down there. It's crazy. Oh boy. Anyways, let's talk about the Mandalorian real quick, since your mustache is here. So, the Mandalorian and Grogu just dropped this past weekend, and we were actually going to go see it kind of as a church function. We just couldn't pull it together fast enough. Plus Memorial Day weekend, and I already mentioned how many other things. Some people were very much looking forward to this movie. And then they went and saw it. And the most kind thing that I've heard from it is that it's effectively like 3 episodes of The Mandalorian slapped together. And it's not like a full, cohesive, straight-up movie.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Is pretty much the season.
Yeah, it's
put
like,
into movie form.
Yeah. And other than the big budget being thrown at what is basically like a creature feature, either him having to hunt down or fight many different large creatures over time, and I guess some seeming plot underlying of finding Jabba the Hutt's heir, which apparently is the hut that's in the fighting pits in the trailer, and then him dealing with the remnants of the Empire still hanging out there, or possibly the new beginnings of the First Order, because we already saw that build up in the last couple seasons with Moff Gideon's stuff.
Right.
But I mean, effectively, there's no point to this movie. Like, and mind you, no spoilers. I didn't want to know everything, so I avoided actual reviews until I can watch it for myself. But I was just seeing people's vibes on it, and they said, I mean, it looks good for the most part. Apparently, there's some less than good CGI sometimes.
Yeah, it's safe.
It's safe. That's the other word I heard.
It's just, I guess, dull and boring. It's dry. I guess they drag out a lot of stuff. That's what I kind of heard. I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
I heard the first 5 minutes is really good though.
Oh, the first 5?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We can sit through that probably. I'm not paying $40 to go watch this movie.
No.
I will wait for it to drop on streaming. Because it just... They were supposed to do a whole Filoni-verse movie to wrap up like the Mando story, Ahsoka, and all that. And that's all been hanging. Like, it's been, I think, 5 years since Mando ended by itself.
Yeah.
Something like that. Almost 5 years, if not right on it. No, that can't be right. It had to have been like 2022. So it's been a while. 3 years. We'll grant it 3 years. Ahsoka was fine. It set up the next chunk of it. And as far as we've seen, that's not going anywhere. They haven't thrown any teasers out for Ahsoka season 2 or Rebels season 7, you know. The new Maul show I heard was actually pretty good. I just haven't gotten around to watching it.
No, not yet. That's on my list.
Yeah, because you were asking me about it.
Yeah.
Well, good. You can come back. We can start watching it together and come back and review it later on another day. Sometime in the next couple of weeks between now and episode 200 as I lose my fucking mind. And actually, the funny part is if I math this out right, at least, what I could do, this is just inside baseball, because I was already talking to Larson about him coming over tomorrow. If Larson comes over tomorrow and I bank these 2 episodes and I don't have to record another one for 3 weeks, so I could just focus 100% on episode 200, that's probably what I'll do.
Yeah.
So I'll just confirm with him if he's going to come tomorrow, because that'll save me a lot. I'll just have to find new topics tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that was some of the problem was, I think it started out Mando going dark, which made it cool. But then once Grogu goes in, then they have to kidify everything and get silly. And
oh, I mean, even the Grogu parts tend to be violent. I mean, like him trying to balance his violent impulses versus his Jedi training. And the fact that I'm fine if they just wanted to serialize Mando. Excuse me. Like, don't give one big overarching plot. Drop like a Mando special like every year. You could have broke this into 3 specials to release independently over a whole course a year or something. If you're not going to do an entire season, break it up, split it up, just to keep it in the zeitgeist. Give people a reason to stay on Disney Plus. And then when you build out the rest of the universe with Ahsoka, or if they ever get around to doing the other stuff that they were supposedly doing, the Starfighter movie, which, you know, we've only ever seen a tiniest teaser for that.
Right.
Gina Carano's hot again, so maybe they'll bring her back in and actually do the Rangers of the Republic that they were supposed to do, which
everybody wants.
Everybody wants. Is like,
but why do that? Because everybody wants it, so they're not doing it.
Dude, give us a cop show starring Gina Carano in the Star Wars universe in this setting, where in the rise of the New Republic, and like, I mean, that's one thing that was actually pretty good about the Boba Fett series, was actually like him going around to the different planets and dealing with gangsters, and him the criminal underworld was great. The rest of the show sucked. Don't get me wrong. The flashbacks in the Back to Tank got old after 2 episodes. That was stupid. Then it ended on a high note with the Rancor and all that. And then we just leave that forever. Never come back to it. Unless, I mean, it would make sense if they visited him again in Mando. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. Once again, no spoilers. Because they're looking for Jabba the Hutt's kid. Which, by the way, the Hutt's empire has already been taken over by Boba Fett. So it's like, what are we talking about here? Why would we want the Hutts back in power? They're evil bastards. I don't know.
That's a problem with the show.
And I don't want to go. And the thing is like, I didn't want to go into it with any expectations other than I didn't want to spend money. I'm more excited for Masters of the Universe.
That looks good.
The more I see about that movie, the more excited I am. And man, do I wish I had a good AMC nearby that I could get some of the cool stuff. Dude, that Castle Grayskull deluxe popcorn bucket and drink holder it's ridiculous.
Oh yeah,
it's huge. It's like this.
Is it?
It's massive. For those who don't know, it's about that big around. It's the castle that holds the popcorn. You flip the top up and it holds your drink, and the eyes light up.
I will go just for that.
Yeah, and then the sword.
Now,
drink.
I am a movie theater popcorn connoisseur.
Yeah,
and AMC has the best popcorn.
Well, that's probably.
And if AMC wants to sponsor this show, call.
Yeah, sure. Hit me up. Yeah, please. We'll do movie reviews. But like they have the Skeletor mask. They've got the sword drink holder is insane. If you've seen that, so it's
I haven't.
It's full size prop scale power sword, but you fill it with your drink. Like it comes apart. Like you unscrew it. You unscrew the handle.
So is this like a $60 popcorn?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, that's a $60 drink, but it's a life size version of the sword that you drink out of. I mean, come on, we're all dorks here. I was like, yeah, if you have 200 of those a day at the showings, that will be filled with idiots who paid that much money for all that. Just sinners, forgetting their drinks or in their sword.
See, now I'm in trouble with this podcast because I would have came back with the movie theater at home with all this stuff. And my wife would be like, oh, that's cool. Now she's listening to this and be like, how much did you spend on that?
We don't actually know. We're assuming.
We're assuming. It's probably.
Sorry, there's something in my eye. I think the popcorn bucket is something like 40 or 50. I think the sword.
By the time you edit it, I'll probably already watched it, so I'll be good.
Yeah, this is going to a week and a half from now.
Yes.
So you'll be safe.
I'm good to go.
The uncut guys will see it on the Patreon. Either way, I am significantly more excited for the He-Man movie than I ever was for Mando. Like, and then there's somebody still pushing for the Rey movie to happen. It's like nobody wants this.
Rey's dead. No one's.
Yeah, well, not dead, but
not dead, but
the character is dead in the water.
Yeah.
But also, she got a wrap to her story. What more does she need? Oh, she's going to lead the new Jedi Temple from Tatooine? She retired to the desert planet where she didn't have to fight for bullshit anymore.
Yeah.
And then buried the other two lightsabers. Like literally burying the past. No, we're done. It's all good. And there's supposed to be like a Ben Solo concept that they're working on. It's like, why? It's like, we're seeing the rise of Kylo Ren. I don't care.
Yeah.
If you're going to do it Clone Wars style. Don't do it in live action. Nobody cares about Star Wars movies anymore. The movies need to be an event to wrap up a series. And I've said this with Marvel too. We got to the point where we're doing 5 Marvel movies a year. Then it shrunk it back down to 1 a year. Now we're at 1 every 2 years, 1 every 3 years because they had to reset and slow down. But those all built across a whole big story. We had separate series with like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and stuff like that going on that could tie into the movies, sort of. But now we've got Daredevil. We've got all this stuff all built up. Do a whole new run of series. We've got Daredevil done. Jessica Jones season coming at some point. Crossing over with Luke Cage. And then you'll probably get another Iron Fist. Hopefully they replace that guy unless he got his shit together. And then give us a Defenders movie down the line. Don't give us a Defenders series. Build it all up like you would through a comic book.
Right.
It's like comic books will do a 12-issue run if they're going monthly, and they're going to have crossover with 3 to 4 other heroes or teams or whatever, and then they're all going to come together for one big event at the end of the year. Do that with the movies over the course of like 3 years and 3 seasons.
Yeah, because the series are good because, you got whatever, 10 episodes. You really get into character development.
Flesh out a story.
Yeah, and if it's a like a secondary character that general public's not comfortable with, they got 10 episodes to understand the character and how it fits in. So when you do the movie, you'd be like, oh, I know that character. Not that was the last Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some characters in there I never heard of.
Well, yeah.
And it was like, where'd this guy come from? No
universe.
Backstory. Yeah, it was like...
Oh, speaking of which, Supergirl is coming soon. Like, very soon. Like, I think right after Masters of the Universe. And they've shown now that I got to wonder if it's reshoots. They're now showing that the new Superman is in it. Probably near the beginning as he's sort of getting her shit together, kind of.
Good.
But it makes me wonder if that's added on after the fact or they just went ahead and shot that when they shot her scenes before. Because as far as we know, there's no new Superman content coming for a while.
Yeah.
The next movie is the Lex Luthor type movie.
Okay.
So it's going to be more like Lex regaining control and then trying to break out of jail. And I think that's the Man of Tomorrow movie. That's the next one announced.
I liked the last Superman movie. The only thing I just didn't... The story seemed like it was all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, and we got Lanterns coming and nobody gives a shit. Or they're mocking it. It's because the latest trailer that came out was a bit ridiculous. We got to see more of the ring. We got to see more of the powers getting used and stuff like that. But it seems like it is a competition between Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan for the ring. Like, he even challenges, like, hey, if you feel like you're ready for this ring, come and get it. It's like, because you're not going to get it except from my cold, dead hands. which is the normal truth for a Green Lantern. Because they probably don't realize at this point is that you can just get a new Green Lantern for Earth. And the funny part was, he even says it in the old trailer, yeah, I'm the only one here. I was like, except for Guy Gardner, who they show in the trailer. Yeah. I was like, hey, remember Guy Gardner? He's also got a ring. So, but I think Guy got his from a different alien that died here, but it wasn't the alien over our sector.
All right.
That's how it keeps happening. But I like the idea that people were asking us, like, how are you going to do a Lantern series and exclude the other Earth-based Lantern? I was like, oh, there he is. Okay. Once again, could be reshoots for all we know. We have no idea about Batman 2. We've heard nothing about Batman 2 or Penguin Season 2.
That shocks me. How good Penguin Season 1 was. I thought it would come out a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But if they're taking their time to do it right and not goof it all up,
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
But all these things could also be on hold because of the merger with Paramount.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. That's good. Hopefully that doesn't completely screw the pooch, because Ellison is not a fan of the guys over there. So, and with what's-his-face possibly going back to Disney Marvel now, because he's like, if James Gunn leaves DC after successfully rebooting this universe, I'm going to be pissed. I'll be like, no, you stay here, fucker. You've done a good job. It's like it's like, we're trying to change things at Marvel. Your brand of funny dark is not going to play at Marvel right now.
Right.
We're going the other way with Marvel. We're doing the dark, gritty reset, which they've needed to do.
Yes.
Because they've had no direction for a while. And I mean, Spider-Man comes out in the middle of summer too.
I have faith in Spider-Man.
I sort of do. Like,
that's the only one they haven't really goofed up yet.
No, in the modern day, yeah. And also, this will be four Spider-Man movies for Tom Holland at this point. More than anybody else so far.
And they're good.
And they're good. They are good.
And then the Spideyverse cartoons were been good.
And those, we have no idea where the next one's coming from. That's been on pause for a while, sadly.
Yeah.
They set up a sequel. They set up a threequel, and then they got paused. They're like, we're going to hold back. It's like, because we might be nuking this multiverse thing. It's like, but this is separate. Let us do what we want.
But, yeah, I mean, the story's good. The animation's good. Just go with it.
Yeah. But Sony is such a mess. Who knows? But the one thing about it is that because we've got Daredevil Season 2 Daredevil Born Again was actually a pretty good reboot in the second season. And then I watched the Punisher One Last Kill special. I thought it was going to be a whole series or something, or a full movie. It wasn't. It was just a one-off.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was a one-off in between. So
I saw the ad on Disney Plus. I'm like, oh, I got to watch that.
Yeah. So I did watch that last week, and it was very intense. It was like a miniature John Wick movie.
Oh, good.
And they do too many quick cuts in the fights. So that's the only real criticism I have. Like, they are still brutal, and there's a couple incredibly badly done CG fight sequences. But for safety's sake, you don't want your star jumping off a building and landing on a big metal box. So that had to be a little bit CG. But the fights are brutal, and it becomes and it's actually very much like John Wick 4, I think it was, where they had the hit put out on him and he had to accomplish a thing by a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So in this story, the wife of the gangster who he wiped out their whole family back in, I guess, the third season of Punisher. I didn't watch the Punisher series, and apparently I'm an idiot for that, so I need to make up for that.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll forgive you this time.
Sorry, I'll apologize to the mustache. So this is him living with his trauma after all of that in this wrecked New York City that the Kingpin has set up. There isn't a direct reference at all to what's been going on in Daredevil, but where he's living at is just nothing but violent crime constantly. There's a whole scene of him leaving his apartment, going down to the corner store, getting some stuff, meanwhile watching all this violence and people getting attacked and assaulted and everything in the background the whole time. Like, the camera tracks with him, and you're just seeing all this chaos with him. Meanwhile, he's just laser focused and ignoring everything. And it's not until he runs into this woman who's like, hey, and she tells this sad story about how her whole family was killed and all this other stuff. He didn't know it was her. So she gets down to the point, it was you. You did all this to me. And then she puts out like a $10 million bounty to the whole city.
Oh, nice.
He gave him till the exact time that he killed her family in the afternoon. He said at that time, this whole city's coming after you. And that's what happens. He's in his apartment, and it just goes insane.
Wow.
He has to fight his way out of his apartment and get to where he's got to go. And, like, you can tell, like, John Bernthal has gone through so much gun training. It's ridiculous. And he got jacked for it, too. And at some point in between, people were getting weirded out by the fact he got a big old Marines tattoo on his chest now that he didn't have before.
Oh.
So he was a Marine in this version.
Okay.
But because it's to honor, like, his fallen soldiers that died otherwise. Like, there's, like, the whole thing in Daredevil where his previous commander comes in and talks about how he single-handedly saved everybody from a firefight. Which, great scene, by the way. That's also when he figures out that, not that scene, but in that courtroom drama is when he figures out who Daredevil is. So, I look forward to the Punisher being back in full action again in Spider-Man. I just hope that it has to be in chronological order because, like, he's Frank Castle at the beginning of it, and he's retired the Punisher. Basically, like, I can't do this anymore. And, you get to see his actual psychosis in action.
Oh, good.
Where he doesn't know if there's real people there, like really thinking PTSD and all this other stuff. So they portray it really well. But I get really tired of watching John Bernthal walk down the street because he's just like caveman walking, got the knuckles out, It's just like, and he walks very like he's clunking his heels every time. Like, with a purpose, but not in a hurry. Yeah. It's just like, yeah, that's so weird to watch somebody do that. And I'm like, and if it had been raining, it would have been better for that scene, but it wasn't raining.
No.
Instead, it's like the summer, so it's like hot. Either way, so people were confused by how short it was. It's only like 48 minutes. They were expecting either a whole series or a whole movie.
I was expecting a whole series.
No, just a movie or just a real quick one-off.
All right.
And that also leads into, like, did you ever watch Werewolf by Night?
No.
Just that one-off they did. That was fantastic. It was a fantastic series, especially considering it's all black and white, except for the one red thing. So if you get a chance, watch it. It's good. It's a one-off movie, quote unquote, but it brings in characters that we have not seen at all since. It was the only time they were ever seen, only time they were ever referenced, and it deals with the more mystical, magical side of Marvel that we sort of forgot about. And it's
so there's still good writers of Marvel.
Well, there were.
They're just hidden somewhere.
That was 5 or 6 years ago.
Did the writer's strike get rid of everybody?
I mean, which one?
I don't know.
I don't think it got rid of everybody. It just caused too many. COVID and then the writer's strike nuked the old Hollywood machine. They're out of ideas, but only now we're finally getting real original ideas. But the funny part is it's all in the horror genre. Mm-hmm. Like, it's taken a really long time for regular movies to start coming out with new original content. And most of the time, it's coming from a book that people ignored. Like, I don't even know how many more times I could talk about Project Hail Mary and how good that was. Just a perfectly good movie based on a really good book. And it was fantastic. It's like, oh, that's weird. You let people do what they're going to do without a whole lot of studio interference. You make a long sci-fi book into a reasonably long movie. Put good people behind it who know what they're doing and they're passionate about what they do. You come out with greatness. Yeah. Do that more.
I mean, you pretty much nailed it on the head. They took a good book and didn't ruin it. They just used the book and stayed as close as you can in a, obviously cutting it down for a movie length, but.
Yep. I'm still waiting on a, so I forget, it's more of an independent company that's making a Rocky plush, and I kind of want to get it.
Yeah.
But if NECA makes figures, I'm going to get a Rocky. Kind of put it on the shelf. But I mean, like, as all that goes, speaking of another good movie, because I did have time since I contacted you and everything else like that, I did watch Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay.
I got it on the Amazon. That movie got kind of railed against a lot. Like, nobody said it was bad. Everybody just said it was pointless. And gonna be honest, as the movie went, it was semi-pointless. It was a hefty backstory with a whole lot of action. Mm-hmm. And like a little bit of emotional stuff to work through. But then you realize, oh, I'm just watching a video game get played. That's all it is. It's like I'm watching a video game. It's like, oh, yeah, duh. If I treat this like one really long video game cutscene, totally makes sense. It's like, and like the animation, fantastic. Voice acting, fantastic. Story, about that then. Story was literally about that then. Whoop-de-doo. It's like, it was world building, but not story building.
That's odd because the first one had a lot of story to it.
It had a lot of story because they had to get through, okay, here's Mario and Luigi in the real world. The pipes happen. Now they're in the Mushroom Kingdom. What the hell is the Mushroom Kingdom? Who's this fire dragon turtle guy? Why is he conquering the kingdoms? And it was goofy and it was silly and all these other things, and it did so many references to the video game. Like, this one was, it was basically 2 fetch quests back to back.
Okay.
And they were after the same, so basically Rosalina gets kidnapped by Bowser Jr. Oh no, that's in the trailer. No spoilers from a movie that's been out for 3 months. And basically that sets things in motion because one of her little Lumas goes to find Peach, because it opens up with Rosalina reading the story about Peach's life in her adventures. And you're all like, wait, how does this random princess we'd never seen, who's traveling the galaxy, know who Princess Peach is and what she's been doing? Which, by the way, that question actually doesn't get answered. Like, how does she have books about what Peach has been doing? Nobody knows. But
Hollywood magic.
Yeah. So that part did not get answered. Their connection gets answered, but not the why. So Rosalina gets kidnapped. One of the Lumas goes to find Princess Peach on her birthday. It didn't need to be her birthday, but that set up Mario buying her a present for her birthday and trying to deny his feelings for her because his bros are giving him a hard time. Yoshi is introduced right at the beginning, and Yoshi's important in the same way that Yoshi is important in the games. He's there to be a backup bro and an extra weapon in a battle, and incredibly useful. No backstory. We see how Yoshi comes about. We see why Yoshi's here. That's it. We don't know fuck all about the Yoshis. We don't know anything else. He only says Yoshi, so it's really limited communication. But they give us a very quick flashback montage of what happened, and we're just like, well, hell, I want to see Yoshi's first day as a movie. Like, the chaos that Yoshi causes in New York City would be a fantastic short to have led into this movie. Because you get it as, like, literally like a 2-minute montage flashback, and it's hilarious.
Okay.
What Yoshi gets into in New York in the real world. But, like, the overall story, it's all video game references. Like, you're just like, oh, that, and then that, and then and then, of course, Star Fox. That was, people spoiled that immediately. He plays a much bigger role in the show than I thought he would. He's still a, like, 4th-tier character as the story goes, but he's super important. One tiny lore-breaking moment, he talks about how cool his boots are. Star Fox doesn't wear boots. He has robot legs to deal with the G-forces. That's canon. Like, they removed their legs from the knees down, so because of the G-forces they have to do, that way it can actually handle that and keeps the blood in the body. Some of the most successful fighter pilots back in, like, World War II and even later just happened to have guys who one of their legs was removed. Fat Electrician did a whole video on it. Yeah,
I did not know that.
He could stay conscious at higher altitudes and at higher G-forces because the blood wasn't pooling in the feet. So they actually they copied that in the Star Fox story. That's why they have robot legs. But, like, we take a second to get a whole big flashback. They use video game cutscenes. It's so funny. Bowser Jr. has great motivation. He wants his dad back. No big deal. He builds an empire to help rescue his dad. Yay. Because that was their dream. We get a whole backstory on Bowser and his kid, and they had a dream to conquer and destroy the universe. Yay. The kid makes it happen while his dad's in prison. Like, neat. What's with this paintbrush? No story on why the magic paintbrush. It just is. It just is. We just accept it. We get absurd backstory for a lot of things. Yoshi? No. Rosalina? No. The brush? No. Star Fox? Yes. He's stuck in our universe by accident, and he's trying to get home. But they need a ride, and nobody else is helping him out. They go through a whole, like, underground casino, which is all Mario 2 references. So, like, the 3 main villains that they deal with in that casino are literally the big bosses from Mario 2.
Okay.
I was like, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
And like the fight scenes are great. The stupid scenes are stupid, like they're supposed to be. The references are great. Since Mario and Luigi kind of fixed their thing, and now it's just Mario dealing with whether he likes Peach or not, that barely gets dealt with at all. Because even at one point, he's like, oh, shit, I can't show Peach that I like her. So he doesn't hug her, and then she goes, a handshake? Really? As she reaches out to hug him.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, the tall, hot blonde chick is trying to hug you. Why are you denying her?
And he's got the mustache.
The mustache gets brought up.
See, this is a perfect day to wear the mustache.
It is actually the perfect day to wear the mustache. Because even Star Fox, like, it looks like they're going to have a thing, like, whenever Mario walks up, and it's like, oh, we got two protagonists here. They give each other a look, and Mario goes, dude, nice ride. And then Fox goes, dude, nice mustache. It's like, bros. It's like, all right. It's like, we're going to fight over the R-Wing. Also, I didn't know R-Wing could take passengers, but now they can. Oh. Also, people don't need to breathe in space in this universe. They just fly around in complete open cockpits. It's like, whatever.
The writers said it could happen.
Look, it's a video game universe. I can live with it. Yeah. If it gives us apparently we are going to get a Star Fox movie set up either before or after this, I'm on board. The animation's fantastic. They've already got the characters built out. They already have the models. They made them for this movie.
Nice.
It's like, do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a reference I was going to do. Bowser Jr. All of his stuff is video game related. So his controls for all his machines are arcade controls.
Yeah.
He has all of the old school Nintendo weapons as actual weapons. Like he's got dual zappers. He's got the super scope. He's got everything. And those are all weapons he can use in universe. But they set up a trap for Mario and Peach at one point on the Bowser planet. His video screen is not a camera. It's an 8-bit side-scrolling representation of the fight. And he literally says, it's like you fall into a pit. It looks very much like the Death Star trench run, but you got lava and some fire torches. Mm-hmm. And then it goes, all right, Mario, get ready to meet your maker. And then proceeds to give him the hardest Bowser level that you've ever seen, like people did in Mario Maker.
Yeah.
I bet it was actually based on somebody's proper level for Mario Maker, and you see it unfold like the video game.
Oh, nice.
On the screen. I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking dumb and amazing at the same time. I'm like, yes, mindless fun. I'm enjoying this. I was like, I recognize it's not good. I just recognize that it is absolutely fun, especially as a Nintendo nerd.
You know, and that's fine too.
Yeah. Now give me Mega Man. Give me Mega Man set up like this. And Legend of Zelda. I know they're doing a live action Legend of Zelda. Don't need that. Don't need that in any way, shape, or form. No. Take Mario and do it that way. Just change. I could be wrong. There were characters, and maybe I need to go through deeper lore. There were some very interesting octopus-looking villains in the casino. And I'm like, what game are those from? And I'm like, are those? There's no way they're Octoroks. Like, there's references to a bunch of other Nintendo games, including Pikmin, and some Super Smash Bros. References. And I was like, there's no way they're throwing... They looked like Octoroks from Legend of Zelda. But there's no way that's what they are. They couldn't have done that. I was like, because they're building a live-action Zelda. They're not going to do a CG Zelda, too, just to piss people off.
Right.
But I'd be on board for that. Like, do the original games just like they're doing with Mario.
Yeah. I think that'd be better.
I think it would too. Make it a cartoon.
Yeah, do animated Zelda.
You're gonna have to do so many CG elements anyways of live action. Just do it animated.
Yeah.
Because they're basing the live action version off like Breath of the Wild or what's the other one? The Skyward Sword kind of vibes. The modern Zelda games is what they're basing it off of.
Oh, not the old ones.
Not the old ones. I was like, okay, if you're gonna do that, live action, make it the modern stuff, which is fine. Great story building there. But give us the old stuff from the current Nintendo studios doing Mario.
Yeah.
Like, give it to Illumination. Let them do it in slightly less silly format. Because if you're going to do anything with that, you need to do it old school Legend of Zelda cartoon style.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, princess. I just triggered some people in the audience who haven't heard that in 30 years. But, like, either go fully silly with that or go with a Link who's constantly getting cut off anytime he tries to say something. You could have it, like, be the absurdist thing. Like, why did this bomb blow a hole in this wall? And why do I hear an old man chanting? You know?
Yeah.
But dude, like one thing I love about these Mario movies, it's much like with the Lego Batman movies, where there's just infinite references to everything you can think of. Like you can watch it probably a dozen times and still be catching things in the background, certain characters, signs on the wall. When they go into the underground casino part, there's a holographic N64 logo spinning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as a label for one of the buildings. I was like, yeah, you got to pay attention to every little thing. The signs in the backgrounds, the stuff that people are moving around. Like we got Birdo. Like no, Birdo is such a weird character. Technically, the first trans character I think in Nintendo history, technically speaking, because Birdo is a pink dinosaur thing that has a white bow on its head, but technically male.
Oh,
and it shoots eggs out of its mouth. His mouth.
His mouth.
Technically, I think it's technically a him, but we're splitting hairs. But at no point do we even talk to talk from Birdo. Birdo just fights and then just gets told what to do, and that's over. Like there's a lot of roles that have no speaking to them. They're just a character that does the thing. And like, oh, I remember that. And Birdo shoots eggs at Peach. It's like neat.
Yeah.
Peach gets her umbrella. Neat. It's like fun. Toad is mostly useless. Yay! Because God, he did too much in the first movie. I got so tired of hearing Jordan Peele. Key. I'm sorry. It was Keegan Michael Key. Right. Was Toad. I got so tired of him in the first movie. And he's in most of the movie. He just doesn't have that many speaking roles, and he's except for getting annoyed that Yoshi has kind of replaced him. I'm like, no, give me Yoshi.
Yeah.
But also, he had a black man replace a black man, so it's okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You could do that.
You can do that in today's day and age.
Okay.
Yeah. They replaced Keegan Michael Key with Childish Gambino, who only says one word. He's like, I am Groot. He's like, Yoshi. He just keeps saying Yoshi over and over again. And like, I just hope at some point they understand him. But I just thought it was funny. They're just thinking he's just a dumb little dinosaur, and then he hops on a motorcycle and tells them, "Get on, bitch." And it's like, does he know that's my motorcycle? that was one of the better lines. I was like, I laughed so much. Like, and Jessica's like, I'm not interested, and then I kept catching her peeking up, watching the movie while playing on her phone, and she'd laugh at stuff. And I'm just like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I remember that from the first movie. And I'm like, see, like we could just saw this in theaters. Like, no, you wanted to be a pain in my butt. She would have lost her phone at that one too. Either way. But I thoroughly enjoyed that. Like, I'm glad I spent the money to get that. And Sean said he watched it yesterday. He did not give me his opinion. We only barely talked earlier today.
That's good. That's a fun movie.
Yeah. So other than that kind of stuff, how is the daughter doing?
She's doing good.
Yep. We don't have to say names here if you don't want to.
Yep. No. Recovering.
Recovering good.
Yep.
A
little bit of a cancer scare, but it was benign. So.
Oh, that's okay. Good. I was going to ask if they
did
the tests.
Yep.
Good. That's good.
They removed what they had to remove, and everything's good, healing nicely. So.
Yeah, I mean, it does suck for somebody so young to have to go through that, but at least it wasn't anything crazy.
Right.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? And just to be clear, she had a lump that they were very worried about and had to do surgery to do that, but. Because I had a female friend, almost dated, didn't quite get there. But the weird part with her, and when you're a young dude, you only care like, ooh, boobs. You don't care about much else. Her boobs had a very strange consistency. Like, they were lumpy to begin with. Like, it's just, some of them just are that way. And I she showed me. She's like, "Yeah, come feel this," and not like in that way, but it was more like she told me, and I'm like, "That's weird."
That's a good pickup line.
It was.
Yeah, come feel this.
I did. It was what it was. But I was like, "Yeah, that is strange. That's a very like lumpy feel.
Yeah.
Like clumps. Like if you imagine like cottage cheese would feel in a bag. It's very strange. But apparently that's the thing. It's just how you develop. So like, how would that person notice a random lump one day in the shower or something, But I'm glad she's recovering. That's good. And
that's the hard part when you're kind of young. You don't know what's normal and not normal.
Right? Oh, nothing's normal. I mean, that's what we were kind of talking about pooping habits last week. But it's like what you'll hear on Friday.
I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, you should. Because we were talking about one, how many times a day do you go on average? And then the other one was, do you stand or do you lean?
Oh, to wipe?
Yeah.
Oh. I kind of do both.
What?
Well,
how do you mean you do both?
initial lead to start off, and then finish off standing.
Really?
Yeah.
You are one of the in-betweeners we talked about.
Yeah.
I even said, it's like, I wonder if there's somebody
Okay.
who does both. You are literally one of them.
See, I didn't want to bother making a comment, so I'll just come in here and just tell you in person.
No, you need to make that comment on the show or in the thing. So YouTube time travel. So we're talking about this in real life. It hasn't happened yet on the show, but you're going to comment on it, even knowing that you know about it ahead of time, as though you've just heard it. YouTube time travel.
Yes.
No, that's funny because I even mentioned, I was like, because I'm a lifelong leaner. I think I attempted to stand at some point when I was having back problems, and I just couldn't manage it. Because I couldn't lean effectively because my back was so screwed up, and so I couldn't. I did my best with what I had to do, but I found that more often tall guys stand. But it's so funny that because the bathroom is like the most private thing we do, you never talk about it or have anyone to compare it to or anybody to tell you how to do things. Or, when you're a little kid, maybe you get a little bit of instruction.
Yeah.
Like, I know when I finally learned to stop balling up the toilet paper and fold it instead, it was significant difference.
Yeah. Surface area.
Yeah, surface area, right? But I was a young kid. I didn't know any better. Nobody technically taught me, I don't think. Don't remember ever being taught, hey, here's how you wipe your butt. But also, I've never seen anyone stand to wipe. I understand that could be an option.
That's good. You haven't seen.
Yeah. Be like, what are you doing? Like, just, I can understand in prison you would see, or in a jail cell, you're sharing.
That's one of the reasons I never want to go to prison. I can't poop in public. It has to be in my bathroom or like maybe a hotel room but
or at least
I couldn't go to
at least a secure facility.
I couldn't go to like a restaurant, any public.
Oh, well, I got
I rather
with my
hold it.
job, I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. I was like, I can't wait to get somewhere specific or I'm going to have a mess on my hands. Well,
You probably know all the clean spots.
we talked about it the other day.
Yes.
Yeah. Jessica and I was like, hey, that place right there? That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. There have been days where I get to a customer's house and I have them be like, do I ask? Like, it's almost an emergency. And I'm not going to be here that long. But I'd be like, do I ask if I can use their bathroom while I'm here? There's only one time I got close to asking, like legit. And I realized, like, no, it's a security thing. It's like I can't go in the house. Unless for some reason it's part of the service, I can't go in the house, just for security reasons.
Well, that's why you need a Steve.
Well, I mean, it'd be a little harder to do my job. I mean, well, here's the problem with Steve. There is no bathroom in or around Steve.
I thought you had a bucket.
No, he does not actually have a bucket. He's considering getting a chemical toilet for emergency reasons, but he does not actually have a bucket. And we haven't actually done the tactical bumper to dumper yet.
I just picture him just putting like his Home Depot 5-gallon buckets with just a random toilet seat on top of it.
Well, they have toilet seat attachments for buckets.
Yeah.
They just have that for camping purposes. But a lot of those, they come with like a bag. Like it has the bag below it, and it's got the dry chemicals in it to just go ahead and absorb everything. So they have that. That is a thing. But also, I don't think Hefe wants to either sit in his Steve and poop or hang off the back and poop. I'm pretty sure he'd just hold it, or as he described last week, he just goes at home. Either right when he gets up in the morning. He's a once a dayer. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, I realized yesterday I hadn't gone all day. Got home from everything, and I went in the bathroom for like 30 minutes. It's like, I'm gonna be here a while. Because on the way home, I just realized, I was like, yeah, I haven't gone all day since I got up first thing in the morning. Like, that was weird.
Yeah.
It was like, that's very weird for me. I'm like a 4 to 6 timer, depending on my situation. Sometimes I get it down to 3, and that's unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about poop again. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. We talk about real things here. Oh, excuse me. Jeez. All right. So, you didn't have any other graduations quite yet, right? Didn't you, kids?
No.
You're getting closer to the next one?
Yeah, I got...
the boy?
Yeah, the boy's going to be... He's a junior going to be a senior next year.
So you got one more
Next
year for that one.
Yes.
And you got the one that's coming back from college. Or is she
Yes.
back?
She's back.
Okay, so you did the move. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Fun. It's like, you were supposed to stay gone. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Because, that was a dorm situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't she had her own apartment yet. Okay.
No, she had a dorm.
In the future.
Yes.
Was it one of those where like the freshmen have to be on campus for the
Yes.
first? Oh, that's so dumb.
But she lucked out. She got a small. She got one by herself with her own bathroom.
Oh, nice.
She had to share the toilet and a shower with a adjoining, like a Jack and Jill.
Oh, okay, but it wasn't like a.
No, she had her own private sink and.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
She lucked out.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine, dude. I didn't go to proper college. I went to community college and stayed home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't leave the house till I was in my mid-20s. Because it's like I went through college, started work and everything while I was still at my parents' house. Until I could finally afford my own place.
Yeah.
And even then, I could only afford it with my friend. So either way, that I couldn't imagine, man. Like all my other friends, I watched them go off to college, and they were talking about how crappy the dorms were, but then also the dorm life, that kind of stuff like that, could be partying and all that. And then as soon as they got their own apartment, that was great.
Yeah.
But it was like,
That's why I had the typical dorm.
Yeah.
When I went to school, about as big as this room here, 2 people, and then shared a
bathroom.
massive bathroom with the whole half the floor.
That's what I was about to say. It's like that's the whole prison thing. Is like
Yeah.
everybody uses the same bathroom.
And then
Military as
and then
well.
going back to pooping.
Yeah.
I knew everywhere on campus, like the isolated bathrooms,
Good bathrooms.
and I knew the cleaning schedule of every bathroom. I had down to a
You would
science.
learn that. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely, I would learn that. Find the ones in certain buildings that nobody really uses at those times of
Yes.
day or when it's going to be the cleanest. Like, this one benefit to when my job is that, because I go out so early, is that most of the public bathrooms have just been cleaned when I get to them. And obviously, gas stations are a little bit different, but like for businesses, they're usually clean first thing in the morning. It's like, yes, nobody's butt has touched this yet.
If I had to, I would do a Buc-ee's.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be acceptable
So,
because they got the whole, like, it's like you're going into a whole closet,
yeah, exactly.
complete full door, full walls.
Yeah.
They pay their bathroom guy more than like the manager, I'm
True. Oh,
I'm all
almost
good.
true.
I'm all good with that.
Yeah, no, Buc-ee's is a different story because it's
Yeah.
not a truck stop bathroom. You know, there's 24 of them. Odds are nobody's been in the one that you're about to go in.
They got a green light above. So
They
don't
added
see if
the-
it got knocked.
Yeah, so you don't even need the lock, the lights, and the. Well, actually, I did have when we went to Colorado. One of them, the lock and light situation was a bit wonky. So either somebody didn't do something, or there was nobody in the stall and they had locked the door and like got out some other way or something. I don't know.
I'm sure you go back there, that's fixed.
Yeah, exactly. But I will say, no pun intended, that particular Buc-ee's slightly on my shit list because I went into what I didn't realize was the big handicap stall when I went in there. It was room enough for activities. We could hold a whole podcast in there. Like most of this room would fit in that toilet stall. But when you got to the toilet, because the handrail was there, they put the toilet paper dispenser down low below the rail, and it was right at your knees.
Oh,
Like, so you've got the handrail here, you've got the smaller vertical handrail, and instead of putting the toilet paper above that, where it'd be easier to reach, they put it below. So when you sat down on the toilet, you're actually sitting crooked because the toilet paper dispenser is right at your knees. So one, you have to dip down to get it, but also couldn't sit straight. And for a leaner who leans to the left, that was very, very difficult.
so you can't lean to the right?
No, can't wipe left-handed. It's weird. My body has never functioned that way. When my right hand was jacked up, I forget what I had injured on it.
Yeah.
I had to try to do that. I ended up just defaulting to using other fingers. It was just easier. But no, I can't lean to the left. But I also had the theory that most people set their toilet paper roll and flush handle to the same side. And it's the side they lean from.
Yes.
So like my bathroom in there, toilet paper and flush handle are to my right, and I lean to the left.
Right.
So that's a perfect setup.
Yeah.
You can stay leaned and everything else you can do. You don't have to change position to do everything.
I'm thinking, my bathrooms are that way too.
Yeah, but nobody ever thinks about it.
No.
But if you haven't done it that way, set it up that way.
That's why this podcast is the way it is, because it touches topics that everyone's thinking about, but no one wants to.
Nobody
talk
ever
about.
actually people think about and they never talk about. And also,
And now all the people are now going to their bathroom.
Go to your
Oh, yeah,
bathrooms
so-
right now. Go to your bath. So in Jessica's bathroom,
Mhm.
it's the same setup. It's a right.
Hmm.
It'd
Now, if
be-
you're a left-hander, how does that work? Do we have
you have to reach around.
so will a left-hander really want the toilet paper on the left side?
It should.
You should.
So if you are primary, but just because you're
Below
left,
on the comments, if you're left-handed, how do you deal with this?
but if you're a left leaner, here's the thing: you might be left-handed and a right leaner.
Ooh.
It shouldn't be that way, but we don't know.
Kind of like shooting a gun with dominant eye.
Yeah.
You might have the wrong
Yes.
reverse dominant eye.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Especially the brown eye.
Yeah, they go there.
Why not?
Well, I threw that softball.
You did. Well, in Jessica's bathroom, it makes sense because the tub is right there. So you can't have it to the left.
Yeah.
So it has to be on the right, where that's where the cabinet is.
Hmm.
But they also happen to put in a right-hand flush toilet. So if you were a left-handed person, you would probably want all of your activities to happen to the left.
Yeah.
In theory.
Theory.
But maybe you're ambidextrous. Maybe you can wipe with both. Maybe you're not like me. I mean, my whole body is set up that way. I can't lean to the left. It's weird. Either way. Oh, and the way that I wouldn't call us friends anymore, but acquaintances. The only way he found out that leaners were even a thing is because he had to keep tightening down the toilet seat when his brother-in-law came to visit. Because he was like, why is the toilet seat loose and why is it always shifting to one side? Because he's a stander. He never realized people lean. It's like, so nobody ever thinks about it because we just assume that everyone does what I do. It's like, we're talking about standing versus leaning. Left leaning versus right leaning. That's got to be a thing. The bathroom at work, I lean to the left. The flush handle, it's not even a handle, it's a button. It's electronic flusher. I have to reach behind and push it with my thumb because it's on the thing. The toilet paper is on my left, and it's such a tight fit because, once again, they just weren't thinking about where stuff goes that you can't even lean really well to one side to even do the thing. So it's actually difficult.
So what do females do? Are they all leaners?
Actually, from what I know, is some are leaners, some are in-betweeners.
Yeah. I've been married for 23 years. That's one topic that has never come up until
Grace,
after my wife
I know you're listening. Don't put it in the comments, but tell. By the way, it's funny when she refers to you as other Kevin.
Yes.
To me, I'm like, I know who you're talking about. If you say Kevin, I don't think you're talking about me. Because she was texting me about the wallet.
Well, we ran into another Kevin, and
Yeah.
she introduced me as the other Kevin. So I'm always second, no matter who I run into.
No, Grace. He's only other Kevin in the presence of Prime. So wait, what Kevin is that one then, or do we have to wait till I meet him? If I meet him, that's when we resign names.
There's the youth pastor of the church that my daughter
okay.
goes to, because he's a Kevin, and I guess I'm the other Kevin.
Well,
He's Pastor Kevin. I'm other Kevin.
actually, that's right. This makes sense.
Yes.
Pastor Kevin and other Kevin. Now, if he starts introducing you as other Kevin, then it makes sense.
Yeah.
If we get a third one in our friend group, it's going to be weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that one will be.
Yeah.
3K.
We'll have to.
You're okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like, I'm only Kevin Prime around you. Otherwise, I'm just Kevin. It's like, but I've got to get James off of calling you Kevin Beta because it's so fucking weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. It's like, no, he's either other Kevin or Kevin 2. There's no other options. He's a second Kevin in this church.
Yes.
And OG Kevin's not going to come around anymore that I know of. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Beta just sounds like they're still working on me.
Yeah. You're in testing.
This is the trial. This is a trial, Kevin.
Well, with that mustache, yes.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's like we tried it with the beard.
We tried it.
Now we're going. We had clean shaven. Now we tried the beard. Now we're going to go with mustache. Just don't do the little bitty mustache. Try a thin mustache. Like
Oh,
try
okay.
trimming it down to just the edge of the lip. That might work with you.
I might look like a Latin lover then. I have to call myself
Or you might look
Ricardo
like
or something.
Nah, you look like a military guy probably. You get that very thin.
Yeah.
It might work for you.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, try it just for funsies. Before you 100% shave it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, just take your trimmer and just like really line it out and see if it works.
All right.
Because it might work on you, honestly,
Maybe.
with your face structure. It might work. It might make you look tougher. You can go full Napa. Go full Napa and just do the pinstripe down.
Yeah.
The pinstripe Fu Manchu. Might work. You're almost bald enough.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
Shave my head.
Nah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna hold on? Are you gonna hold on to the sides as long as you can? Just wear the hat
It's so much easier.
to leave it.
I was thinking about shaving, but then that just takes effort.
Yeah.
And I'm not interested in effort.
Yeah, because I mean, at bare minimum, you just buzz it down low.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, it always looks good with a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't given up 100% yet. And turkey's always an option.
True.
Run out to turkey, get good hair plugs.
Yeah.
They got that shit down, man.
They do.
It's like you want your joints fixed, you go to Mexico. You want hair transplant or teeth, you go to Turkey. They fix all that shit. What's hilarious is when I hear
I did find out I'm like 12% Turkish.
Yeah, I mean that area of the world makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean it's right there.
I know. Somebody came over.
Yeah. Oh, we still need to set a pierogi party.
We do.
We'll figure it out. I still got to talk to my aunt about it so we can all study from the great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, like, got to get her to come down. We're not going to go to her house. That's too far for everybody.
Yeah.
She's up in Willis. Pierogi party. Pierogi party.
We tried.
Yeah.
It's nothing like going to a Slovak festival and they're running out of food
Yeah.
at 2:30.
Not even.
Not even.
Not even by the time we got there.
That was rough.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. We were late to the party.
We
But the
were.
fact that there was a line of 200 people should have been the first clue. It's like, whoops. But also, yeah, how do you underplan for that?
Yeah.
It's a Polish festival. Try harder next time.
I still blame Pastor James. The one sermon he decides to go long on had to be that day.
I mean, we would have missed it anyways.
He would have, but
I mean, they were out of tickets before we got there. And then somehow we all got there at different times.
True.
Because the Winters got there slightly before we did because they got to take the toll road because DV plates. You diverted off to a different path because we were right with each other the whole way out. And then we got on. And
I was probably using Apple Maps. You're probably using Google Maps. And
I was like, where's he going? And then you showed up like 10 minutes after. I was like, wow, where did I tell him to go? I was like, mine was a straight shot of the next
Apple
exit.
Maps for the loss.
Yeah, literally, dude.
I usually
Like-
never use it. That's one of the reasons
Yeah.
I never use it.
Yeah, because you just followed us. You'd have got there quicker and had better parking.
Right. Unless Apple wants to sponsor this program, then I use
No.
Apple Maps all the
No, Samsung only in this
Okay.
house. Samsung only, except for that TV. But that was because it was very cheap.
time. But if Samsung likes to donate a TV,
Or phones. I will do trials. I will check out the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Please send me one, Samsung, and I will review the fuck out of it over the next year. God, I want that phone so bad. I just I want to know how the hell that gimbal technology works in the camera. It doesn't make any sense. It shouldn't be able to do that. Have you seen this?
no, I haven't. Explain.
It's like, so you have your camera and it'll lock whenever you're filming, right?
Okay.
Or it'll auto rotate as you film. So it'll go landscape, vertical, right?
All right.
But it'll only go those formats. The Galaxy S26 Ultra, you can spin that phone 360 and it holds the camera without changing position.
Really?
Makes no sense.
How does it?
I think it's using a combination of all the cameras and AI to keep a constant footage. You can sit here and do this with the phone and it will never change position.
Wow.
It will stay locked on. So if you combine that with a gimbal like a Wally,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have perfect shots all the time. So
That's incredible.
added to an actual stable cam, you could turn that in any direction, and you'd lock. And mind you, I saw the basic functions of it. I want to be like lock it onto a target and then like turn it so that the thing is constantly stuck on it.
Yeah.
And then you could like say you got to walk through a tight hall or something. you
Well,
gotta
there we
turn it.
go. Next podcast will be how Kevin works a brewery.
Shit.
We'll just follow you.
No, because here's I got too many other things to worry about. God, I can't wait till July 11th is passed, and I no longer have to worry about anything but editing. The amount of money I have dumped for episode 200 so far, honestly, it's not going to sell out, so I'm not that worried about it. But I just had to pay for the shirts. Oh, I got to sell every one of those shirts to hopefully turn a good profit. I'm still waiting on the glasses. It says they're printed. I haven't got a ship notification yet. So I'm getting worried about that. We're 2 weeks out. And I sent them a message, and I have not got a thing back yet. So I'm very concerned about the glassware because that's part of the VIP package.
Yeah.
I got somebody who bought 3 VIP tickets, so I was like, yay, that's something at least. But everything's going to be for sale on the day anyway, so if people want the glasses, there's going to be plenty. My hope is that we sell out of the glasses, and I got to order more for the Mad Llama show, but I'm going to order them from a much faster distributor. Holy shit. Because it said they were completed on the 20th, according to the website. It said their glasses have been done since the 20th.
They're just normal pint-sized glasses, I assume.
They're 16-ounce can glasses.
Okay.
The ones that they're shaped like a glass?
Yeah.
Or it's shaped like a can?
Yeah.
That's what I went with. Because we're doing 8 or 16-ounce pours, so made sense. Oh, and I joined the Mad Llama Mug Club.
Oh, nice.
The other day when we were there.
Oh, I assumed you already did that by now.
No. Well, because like they have their Llama Legion, which is like their hardcore membership. So that was like a lot of money right off the bat and that kind of stuff. This is more of a year-long situation where you get like discounts on the beer and stuff like that. And you get one of your pours free. Or, I'm sorry, the first pour free. So either way, you got that. It's a pretty cool mug. But you leave it there. You don't take it home.
Right.
So like whenever I come back in, we might go Wednesday. We'll see what happens. The schedule this week's going to be wonky anyways. And we're about to wrap up group for the summer. So we'll just be able to go play on Monday nights. We'll do a secondary podcast, a Kevin's Only podcast. Or maybe, look, I wanted to start a podcast with my cousin before called Pierogi Boys.
Yeah.
Like, we could do it. A separate podcast. Just us doing food blogging. Excluding Heffy, 100%. With his German and Scandinavian ass. You stay over there.
He doesn't understand the struggles of the Slovak people.
No.
Being conquered by everybody.
Literally. I mean, I'm Ukrainian. It's like it was literally the borderlands that got conquered by everybody. It's like us and France.
Dang Mongols.
Fucking Mongols conquered everybody. That's where your mustache comes from.
Yes.
It's the Mongol blood. I mean, yeah, that whole situation. You know what? You know what's been nice in the last week? Not paying attention to a whole lot of global politics. It's been nice.
I agree.
It's been nice. I mean, there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, the White House did just get shot at.
Yeah.
Most people didn't even hear about it.
I didn't even know about it.
Yeah, I think it was Friday or Saturday. Dude decided to rush the White House lawn and started shooting. He didn't make it very far.
No, I was gonna say of all places, that's
Yeah. But he got
like,
there.
Everybody knows there's snipers all over the place.
Yeah, dude. It's like there's auto guns on the roof. What are you doing? Well, now with all this nonsense about people talking about how he's building like a super secret bunker under the ballroom, and
Not too super secret.
it's like, yeah, but if it's super secret, there's already a bunker under the White House.
Yeah.
Because that's where they go during an emergency. That's where Trump went when the White House grounds were assaulted. It's like, yeah, on May 29, 2020, when the White House grounds were assaulted by rioters, that's where he went. And then they started calling him Bunker Boy. It's like, did you guys forget the White House has a safety bunker and tunnels that go everywhere? It's like, yeah.
I only kind of assumed they were going to do it anyway. Not like a big shock. He's building a
Expand the
ballroom.
bunker. Why not?
You could obviously put a big room underneath it. Go for it.
Or a very small room with all the
We'll take the
security.
room.
But also the thing is,
Or just a bathroom.
yeah, so he doesn't already have a really nice bathroom. But I mean, like the thing is, like, oh, he's going to build his little fortress. I'm like, yeah, and he's only going to get to use it for like a year.
Yeah, actually.
And then he's handing it off to the next president.
That's what he joked about. He's like, he's going to be out of there by the time the thing's
Yeah, by the
done.
time it's all done, he'll never even get to really use it. Which, we could use it if people would stop shooting at him.
Yeah.
The only reason I knew that anything happened is I saw one of my people I follow on Twitter go, I really wish people would stop shooting at our president. I'm just like, again? It's like, it's becoming a joke at this point.
Yeah.
God. But we have a police problem, I've heard. Either way. I don't want to get too much into politics right now. It's getting late. But nothing else going on. Have you been doing anything else? You've been smoking. How'd your ribs come out?
Ribs have been good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Was that your first time or your first
No,
time this way?
That's one thing I'm pretty good at is ribs.
Okay.
I got that down.
Yeah?
So, doing good.
Well, you said mine were pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah, my first time.
Yeah. Well, you had good Asian flavors. I need to experiment with that.
Yeah, well, if you need the links, I'll send them to you. Yeah, because you can't. It's harder to find that rub. I just got off Amazon. You're not gonna find it in person. It's Spiceology was all it is. Spiceology KB, which is Korean barbecue. And then it was I forget the brand, but you can get it at HEB. It's the bulgogi sauce.
All right.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to throw in some Parker pickled pineapples.
I don't know if I could say that 3 times fast.
Yeah, Parker pickled pineapples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we would try.
Okay. But yeah, if you want to do that added to it all. I mean, like the flavor, like since I didn't know what I was doing, I was just guessing on how things would come out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I nailed what I was going for. So, and I don't eat ribs, so it was just like any cut off bit of the pork. I was like, yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
I mean, your pulled pork was actually pretty good. The only thing is like something I've been trying to avoid when I do it now is letting it sit in all the juices.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it gets a little too wet. Yeah. But like I mentioned to you, yours did something mine never does. Mine won't go grayish white when it's cooked. Mine always stays red. I don't know if it's too much smoke or the seasoning I use or something.
I realize my smoker, I don't know, being outside, a little older.
Yeah.
I think the door got a little warped because you have to push it closed now. If you just let it close, it doesn't close. I think I was losing some smoke.
That's entirely possible. Well, you can get they make trim stuff for that to help seal the doors up, stuff like that. Or also do what I do and get one of the smoke box or smoke tubes.
Okay.
That's what I did for the chicken tonight because I was running at a higher temp, so you're not going to get smoke out of that. So get the little smoke tube, fill it up with pellets, and let it burn in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just get the smoke and the heat. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find it fun.
Yeah.
You smoke, then you play with it next time. Just keep playing. Yes.
But I was still disappointed in myself for that picanha. It tasted fine, but it was just weird.
I was shocked. That's your thing.
It was a temp.
You cook like 100 of those things.
Well, not that many, but a lot. But it had to have been the temp because the temperature it was reading made no sense. Like I think my internal thermometer in my smoker is wonky because it was thoroughly overcooked. I also never rested one that long. Like I pulled it out at like 2 in the afternoon and didn't cut it till 6.
Oh.
Yeah, I rarely rest them for that long. But it shrank so much. So
I think it dried out too much?
It definitely dried out a lot. But the weird part is I've never had the paper stick to it. The paper was sticking to the rub. That never happens.
Yeah.
So something happened. I don't know. That was a sad one. I mean, like I said, the flavors were there. It was just very dry. I reconstituted it with the pork fat. So that actually worked out good anyways. Or it's just that maybe that particular cowboy crack rub I used maybe wasn't good.
Yeah.
Like it ended up being drier. I didn't baste it either, which is something I normally would do.
Okay.
I also cooked it fat side down the entire time. Normally I start it out fat side up and finish it fat side down. So that also might have done it too. It just dried out from the top up because normally it'd be self-basting. In this case, I didn't do it that way, so that was probably my fail. Oh well, I'll have to do it again.
Shucks.
I will say I didn't technically place an order, but I talked to somebody yesterday, and I'll be following up with her for episode 200. We will have some nice sweet treats.
Ooh.
Yeah, Miss Kathy, she's gonna make us a banana pudding cheesecake.
Wow.
For us.
I don't think I've ever had that.
I know. Me either.
That sounds wonderful.
Yes. Because I tried her banana pudding. I was being good yesterday to the best of my ability. I tried her banana pudding. I was like, I don't know why this is so good. I don't know what she did differently, but this is really, really freaking good. I'm not going to buy this whole tub of... She's selling like a reasonable, like 1 pound tub of banana pudding for like $14 or something. Yeah. And she came inside. She was shutting it down. She's like, I still got this banana pudding. I'm like, don't buy the banana pudding. Don't buy the banana pudding. Because I got some stuff from Parker's. See, this is why I love my friends. Like, they're like, hey, we got some stuff for you. I'm like, okay, I just came over here to say hi. I wasn't ready for anything to take home. I ended up with a thing of pickles, a thing of cauliflower, and a new glaze for barbecuing. And I was like, okay.
Oh, nice.
So one of their customers requested some pickled mustard cauliflower. So they wanted me to try it out too. I'm like, well, I've never even had your actual cauliflower, but I'll give it a try if you're handing it to me.
Yeah.
And then they had a slightly screwed up batch of their mustard pickles that they forgot one ingredient or the numbers got off, and it comes across as significantly less mustard and a lot more regular salty pickle dill. And it's like, oh, this is, I hate to say it, this is better than your normal award-winning mustard pickles. It's like throw in some horseradish, it'll probably be phenomenal. I was like, but that's Grandma's original recipe. I'm not saying change Grandma's recipe. I'm saying make a new thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Leave Grandma's original recipe alone and sell that still. But I want this.
Yes.
It's like, make this happen. And so Sean wrote that down. So we'll see what happens next go around. I love my pickle friends. Yeah. And my bread friends. Oh, I gave a new idea to Tessa. I need to follow up with her for cookies. So lemon cheesecake cookies.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
I like lemon.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for anything lemon in a dessert.
Yeah, the right kind of lemon. Like you got to balance it out.
Yeah.
But like she already has like some really. She's done lemon, just straight up lemon cookies before, and they were good. And she's done like cream cheese or cheesecake, quote unquote, cookies. And I was like, lemon cheesecake cookies. But I was thinking about it in the way of, I'm not even hungry. We just had dinner. I just love food. I was thinking about making like effectively a lemon cheesecake bark. And chopping it up and using it like chocolate chips in the cookies, like they normally do for their cookies. And she's like, "Well, I can just add the lemon to the cheesecake cookie or the cream cheese cookies." And I'm like, "Do you need a taster?" I was like, "We can make this happen." But I thought it might be interesting if you could actually effectively get that in chunks, like a white chocolate macadamia sort of situation, but
I can see that.
lemony cheesecake bite instead. If she doesn't do it, I'll do it. I don't care. I haven't baked in a while. I'll do it. So either way, anything else that you've been watching? Because you
When I finish.
Because you watch some stuff we recommend, but you also get onto other things.
Yeah, actually, my wife got me into it on HBO, The White Lotus. I watched all three
White Lotus?
seasons. White Lotus.
I've heard that's good.
That was actually good. I was like, I thought it was like gonna be, I don't know, some chick thing or something. I'm like, all right, I know. I went in blind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
After the first season, I'm like, this is a good story. And then I did second season, third season, they stayed solid.
Yeah, that's all I've ever heard about White Lotus is it's really good. And it's not what you expect, much like you said.
No, I was pleasantly surprised. So
I guess I can give it a try. Because Jennifer, the Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom. She's in the.
It's Jennifer something. It's not Hudson, but it's something similar to that.
She does a great job.
Yeah. And it's about a hotel.
It's a hotel
situation,
chain, one of those real high class hotels. So each season's the hotel in a different country.
I think I got a little bit of.
And they do a little of a story follows through in each one. So.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. There was one other thing I watched. And I am blanking on it because the last 3 days have been so much chaos. Because The Boys wrapped up. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Season 1 was good.
Yeah, season 1 was very.
Season
good.
2 wasn't bad.
Season 2 was also not bad. Season 3 is where the TDS started really ramping up. Season 4 was full blown TDS, and season 5 was all the TDS, which is crazy because they wrote and shot season 5 before the 2024 election.
Wow.
Yeah. So that means they didn't know Trump was going to get into office. They didn't know all this other stuff was going to happen. They didn't know that Elon Musk was going to be such a mainstay, especially in Trump 2.
Yeah.
They had a Elon Musk character talking to Homelander about doing stuff in space.
Oh, yeah. And it was very much like him. There was no.
Yeah. I was just like, what the fuck, dude? But anyway, so I'm not going to go full spoilers because I do want people to watch it, and it just happened. But I won't say the ending was bad because they did actually give us effectively the comic book ending. It just took a very roundabout way to get there. All the setup they did with GNV Season 2 was effectively wasted. Every little thing they did with that went nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a whole bunch of plot points in this season that realistically, if you eliminated them, the rest of the season didn't change. If you eliminate the virus subplot, the season does not change. if you completely and utterly eliminate the kids from Gen V, no effect at all on the actual season.
That was one of the problems. It's almost like a waste.
Yeah. It was. Well,
it was almost like it was almost like the Mandalorian. It was this.
Yeah.
It was there, but didn't do anything.
Yeah. So the problem happened is that they knew already that Gen V wasn't getting another season. Mm-hmm. So they just went ahead and said screw it, because the next season was supposed to be them running off to Canada.
All right.
And that's the thing. So now we have a character who was hyped up to be equal to Homelander. Literally does nothing. Not a single thing. Doesn't use her powers. Is only in 2 episodes where they actually have speaking lines.
Yeah.
And it's entirely pointless. Entirely pointless. And that's the biggest problem with season 5 was chasing dog trails that were set up that never got a chance to actually pay off. Mm-hmm. Like the virus subplot would have been cool. Even the prediction I had earlier in the season that they would end up not effectively getting the virus to Homelander.
Yeah.
And Stan Edgar would end up taking the virus and using it to control Supes out of fear. Maybe that was something that would happen in the end run, but it didn't happen on screen. And also a lot of the stuff that happened at the beginning of season literally meant nothing by the end. That was the other part that was stupid. The fact that the world would go back to being somewhat hunky-dory, considering that they had the most divided U.S. everywhere between the Starlighters and the Homelanders. It's like, how the hell do you go back out into public and deal with this after you've literally turned half the nation against the other half for just supporting one superhero or the other?
Yeah.
And it was just... And the fun part was they did give everybody a decent send-off. You know, all the different characters that needed to die, they gave them all a pretty decent send-off. Homelander died. If you know how Homelander dies in the comics, good for you. I'll give you that. I will give you that. I was wondering how they would get there, and then realized that we could have solved this in season 3. This literally could have happened in season 3, and the show could have ended. Because in the comics, from what I've heard, I haven't read them all, but I've watched reviews of it. Homelander is only important at the back chunk of the comics. Like, they're dealing with other superhero teams doing bad shit. The 7 are very irrelevant through most of the story, and it's only once Homelander starts going nuts and becoming like a dictator and overthrows the U.S. government and shit that things become that way at the end of the comic book. Now, mind you, the virus isn't part of that. Ryan isn't part of that. Mm-hmm. Most of the characters have been changed in major ways. Like, Soldier Boy is like a little pussy guy, and it's been like he's the 3rd person to be Soldier Boy in the comics. It's not even close to like the Jensen Ackles stuff. Which, by the way, I mistakenly said Jensen Ackles the other day. I meant to say Jared Padalecki.
Okay.
So when I was talking about the scene where they finally all got to be together in season 5, mm-hmm. I said Jensen. I meant to say Jared. I screwed that up. It's fine. I caught that in the edit. I'm like, oops. Oh, well. So it had some highlights, but so much of it meant nothing by the end. That was the sad part.
Yeah.
It ended fine, but the whole last season was trash. That's the part that sucks. We could have got here significantly faster without the subplot from Gen V. If you didn't have that at all, like if you eliminated Gen V season 2 entirely and removed that entire subplot based off of the virus, based off of Marie and her team, it would have got this season done in like 4 episodes, and we probably could have actually expanded stuff better.
Yeah.
But we didn't do that. I did wonder how the hell people were getting around so fast. They're like, oh man, we've only got like 12 hours, but we're on the other side of the U.S. and somehow we get back to Pennsylvania or New York, depending on where they were at, because it kept going back and forth between New York City and just outside of D.C. Like it was nothing. It's like, they're not that close. They're close-ish, you know, but they're not that close. It's like, what the hell? It's like, we got 20 hours until this. And like, okay, but you're like in Russia. How the hell are you going to, nope, we're home.
Yep.
Like this conversation was happening before we left from Russia. This conversation's still happening when we get back home. I was like, oh, I wasn't aware you guys could teleport. Yeah, I know Huey can't teleport anymore. We got rid of those powers. I would have liked to have seen the Temp V come back I think that would have been fun. Like, have a whole lot more random superheroes helping.
You know what I like to see?
What?
The Offenders AI movie.
Look.
How are you at AI movies?
I haven't done anything with it yet. However, what I did do, I can show you later. If I think I saved it. I have to check. My software that I use on my phone added an AI comic book feature. Just playing around, I put the 4 of us on Star Wars Day into it and said that who each of us were, what our powers were, and set up the story. And it did a 3-page comic. But the cover was effectively what I had written. The rest of it had nothing to do with anything.
Oh, just made up its own thing?
Yeah, it made up its own thing based sort of off the story I had. But if that gets better, I will absolutely start using that. Like I'll make baseline character models for all of us, and then use them as reference points or what's the word I'm looking for? Source files for building out comics that way.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, this would be fun. Just figure out how and when certain people I wouldn't mind because I've already considered writing out the backstory for all the characters just for funsies. Mine makes sense, because it's based on me. Heffy's makes sense based on him. Brad's it's just some dude who gets angry in traffic. It's because at no point have we ever discussed how we got our powers. Were they accidents, radioactive stuff?
Well, Brad is good. If we have to go somewhere, we can just follow behind them.
Yeah, but
the highway will be clear.
Assuming we don't already have a jet at our disposal from Larson.
Yeah, or
he's flying us in one of his giant mechs, or Louis can teleport us to the battlefield and basically kill everybody on the battlefield when we get there.
That's a nice power to have.
Which, by the way, I never considered that if we knew we're going into a battle, we just have him teleport the entire team. We wipe out everyone on the battlefield, and now we take over.
Yeah, I mean...
I never considered that. Yeah.
You wipe out everybody.
Have Chad run through and scope it out real quick, see how many people are there, and then we count and be like, okay, cool, that way we only have to fight 2 people when we get there. It's boop. It's he just has a horrendous headache and a hangover after teleporting so many of us all at once. Because the other option we tried to do a long time ago, I know we're going to wrap up here soon, because I forgot it's heading towards 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to work tomorrow, so what am I worried about? I'll stay up late and edit this. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that. I get too confused having 2 edits at the same time. I can't edit 2 podcasts at the same time. I get so screwed up. What was I saying? Will was going to set up a D&D style game with our characters. But he was going to have to base it off D&D rules. And I'm like, that's going to get real complicated because how do you have somebody with my powers? And how do you apply that to D&D rules?
Yeah.
We could set up a tabletop game similar to D&D using our things. We'll do it digitally, make our lives easy, have the AI do it, because that exists, Okay. Oh, speaking of, because you weren't here for that conversation, what you'll hear it on Friday. I was considering, so if John Coleman joins us for episode 200, it'll be his 2nd time on the show, and he's a huge nerd. So we'll probably induct him into the Offenders.
Okay.
If we have time. The other thing I want to do is, since we will now have the introduction to the Offenders process, open it up to any affiliates in the audience who want to just play along. They'll be like Captain Sweatpants, not really part of the team, but he's a friend.
Yeah.
So it's okay, you guys are not official Offenders. You're affiliate team. It's you'll be like the Thunderbolts almost.
That'd be good.
You'll be the Thunder Twats.
Yes.
Thunder Cunts off to the side. It'll be Thunder Cuts because the N will have always fallen off the sign.
Right.
It's we need a team of jerks who don't really talk to us, but occasionally we need your help. We need the Thundercuts.
Yeah, so we have to get Tim there because he was all for.
Oh, Tim, he said he'll probably come, but I want Tim to truly be he needs to come on the podcast anyways. We just need to sit down and talk. It's timing with him. I mean, I guess I could have invited him tonight. I didn't even consider it. It's I was scrambling.
Right.
It's I was scrambling between today and tomorrow. I'll see if he's doing anything tomorrow. I'll bring him in here with Larson. That'd be funny. Big ass Tim and tiny little Larson.
Yeah.
Because I need to get. It's I'd rather have Tim on as an official offender because he was so excited. He was digging into it. It's go get the dice. I'm like, no, this is not a podcast. We're not doing offenders without the podcast. It has to be on camera. Yep. Sorry, them's the rules. He's like, he was getting so excited. But if he wants to be an affiliate, he'll be on. Actually, him as leader of the Thundercuts would be funny. I'm sticking with this. I like the Thundercuts. I think it's hilarious. They're like, just because the N fell off the sign, that's all it is. It's like, why is there a space there? It's like Thunderbolts, but worse. Yeah. They're just assholes. They're just all assholes. Maybe that's where Captain Sweatpants goes. Yeah. Well, that means Katrina would have to go with him, so I don't know if we could do that. That'd be mean. Oh, and by the way, I went through almost every single offender that night when everybody came over. I realized who I missed. Jordan. Oh. Totally forgot about Jordan. Yes. But I think that's subconscious that I'm just like angry at Jordan for never coming and hanging out anymore. I just completely eliminated him from my mind. Our big gay racist Hulk. Yes. Because how do I explain that one? By the way, your wife in the corner just reacting to every single thing. She's like, out of context, hearing a little bit what we're saying, and then I start talking about the racist gay thoughts. And it's like, oh, God, I have to explain this now. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, it's like explaining Dante's powers. I could just see Dante never participating in anything. He's just sitting at home watching TV, not doing anything, just using his mind, just sitting there, getting fat. Like getting fat because he never gets off the couch. Yeah. Like, he's really, really good at using his powers. I was like, you have no idea. But I think it'd be fun because I want to make a digital version of the dice roll so I could have it up on the screens. Make my life easier. So I'll probably manage that next week at some point. I need to make myself a checklist of everything I absolutely have to do in the next 2 weeks. By the way, I forgot to bring home the shirts. I paid for them yesterday. I left them at Frankenbolt's. Oh. Well, actually, I'm making the assumption that Shay had them at Frankenbolt's. She might have taken them home. Because, like, basically, where the guy who did the shirts lives, like, right by her. Okay. So it's entirely possible she just took them home. Yeah. But I didn't think about it. I mean, we need them there, so I can't be mad at it.
Well, they're in good hands with Shay, so.
Yeah. I mean, she's going to they're just going to stay in the office. And she's like, we'll get them sold. Don't worry about it. I was like, I hope. It's like I got to make some money back at some point. I'm burying myself on this event. I've never spent this much money outside of electronic equipment or things with wheels. It is hard to reconcile. Yeah. Until I eventually get it paid off. But I'm starting to think it's like.
But the good thing is you're going to 2 good breweries.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna.
They know what they're doing.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have my friends pay for all their own shit. They're like, all right, guys, you got to pay for your shirts and everything unless somebody else is going to. Also, guys, buy merch. Go to the merch store. We got a lot of cool stuff. And then once I eventually listen to the whole episode and figure out what it is we said that we're going to make more merch of, we are going to make a tactical bumper dumper shirt. So we talked about it. We are going to make it. We were sort of designing it when we were at Frankenbolt's. I need to sit down and actually do it, pun intended. Because it's going to be like basically it's going to be a bumper hanging off the truck, and it's going to be the toilet seat with the bucket under it. Not going to have a person on it because that's weird. It's just going to be the whole setup. Yeah. But you know in Aliens where they had like the belt-mounted like arm for the gun? Like I want that but mounted to the bumper so that you can just have your like Scar 20S, like just pull that out. And like so while you're sitting there the whole time. And Hefe joked that a bandolier of toilet paper. And I said, no, bandolier of dude wipes makes more sense. So like have a thing of dude wipes right here and then a thing of air freshener right here. You just blast over your shoulder. I was like, yeah, tactical bumper dumper. That would be a hilarious. Oh. I wish we had somebody with like one of those truck bed couches. Oh yeah. Because we could build this. We could actually build this because I have a boom arm from the old podcast equipment. We could totally set up a boom arm with one of these guns on it. Yeah. You take one of my Halo guns, right. The mini gun, the mini Nerf gun. I could do it. I could do it with the Nerf gun. We could make a tactical bumper. I don't have time. Fuck. God, that'd be funny. Set up a tactical bumper dumper for people to take pictures with. Not actual toilet. Please do not poop.
This is a demo only.
Demo only. God, that'd be so funny. Have somebody sit down. They got the swing arm with the gun, and they're just sitting there. Oh, something's sneaking up on me. I gotta talk to Hefe. He could make this happen. Possibly. It's like I need somebody with an old truck to back up to take pictures.
That's funny. Just remind me. Went to a museum where we go. USS Lexington down in Corpus.
Yeah.
And one of the displays, it was like, a room, one of whatever, a captain's quarters or something, had a toilet in there. Then there was a sign, it's like, not a working toilet.
Yes.
And I was like, if they had to put that sign, somebody did something.
Hold on. Trailer hitch mounted. Yep, toilets. Yep, just full toilet. That's fine. Oh, here we go. Please be as. What? No. It's just a fucking claw. It's like it goes into trailer mount, but it's just a ring to sit on. That's not cool. Oh, wait. Hold on. Here's literally the camping toilet thing I was telling you about on top of the bucket. Yeah.
Yep.
I know Heffy's not going to hear this. I'll just send it to him later. We could do it. Retractable portable toilet. So it like expands like one of those dog water bowls. You poop into it. Yeah, these are boring. These are stupid. Look. Yeah, that's not what I want. I mean, that might be a good base for it, and then put an actual toilet seat on it.
Just not cool.
No. I mean, it's not meant to actually... Yeah, they got an old man sitting on it. So carbon fiber. Yes, I care about it being lightweight. No, I want it sturdy. It is hilarious how many there are, though. Oh, there's a chemical toilet. All right, let me back out all the way to Google again. Oh, hold on. There we go. I just want to see if... Bumper dumper. There we go. That's what I want right there. Literally exactly what we said. A bucket under the thing, toilet seat, and it's only $100. Oh, the clip-on TP holder is $7 more.
Right side, left side.
Yep. Well, you're not going to be any flushing, so... But that is so funny. Wait, tell me this is a real website. This is a real website, right? It's literally bumperdumper.com. Not joking. Order now. Please tell me connection. Hold on. Oh, no, this is real. You can actually order this. Collectible t-shirt. Nice. We might have to do this. Maybe for the Mad Llama show. We're not going to get it in time for the Frankenbolt show, but maybe the Mad Llama show. Tactical bumper dumper. We might make it happen. At least for the meme.
Yes.
For the meme. You got to do it for the meme. All right, anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show there. We actually had way more to talk about than I thought.
Yeah.
So we did good.
Yeah, especially solo. I missed,
Yeah.
I miss Chad because usually we get to sit in a corner and do nothing.
Yeah. Chad sitting there not talking as usual.
Yes.
He's so good at it, he just doesn't even come to not talk. Look, I feel bad talking about it, but I'm actually slightly angry. I'm going to share my feelings. One, we miss talking to Chad. Two, just pissed that going on vacation when he knows we have the show. It's like, I just like, dude, you're going to be there for the 13th, right? It's like, because Shay has to, if you don't show up, Shay's going to rip you a new one. Like,
it had to be that one, too.
Yeah, don't miss the Frankenbolt show because she's going to talk so much shit.
Because she started it all.
She started it, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't even talk. It's like, goddamn. Yeah, that's why I think at this point I have to make the Chad shirt. I have to make the empty chair shirt.
Yes.
Yeah. And with us, as always, is Chad. And this is an empty chair. Because he actually, in the middle of the show, Hefe took a picture of the empty chair and sent it to Chad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's like, hey, you should be here.
Oh, now he's replaced with a light.
Yeah, now he's replaced with the umbrella.
Yeah, the umbrella.
Yeah. I do like the lighting, though, with the box. I need to aim it more.
Every time I come here, it's a little better setup.
Well, those are probably going to work out better for the live show than the box, but we'll see. Because it is very global. It does light the whole damn room. But one thing I'm noticing, just looking over there, that shelf of all the statues is not like pure white lit up because it doesn't have the extra light going back.
Yeah.
So those are great for like photography and doing things like that. But doing very specific video shoots like this, these work out a little bit nicer. So I'm going to work out a tactical plan for where we're going to set up the power situation, see what kind of sound system we can swing that we can tie the board into. It's going to be a lot. I think tomorrow I'm going to set myself a checklist of all the things because I might actually reach out to James and be like, hey, I might need to borrow some of our sound equipment from the church. Actually, if I could just borrow the sound equipment from the church, it would probably solve half the problems.
He just has a sing somewhere.
Somewhere. Assuming we still have it.
Yeah.
I mean, we might not.
Uh-huh.
I'll ask.
Yes.
Because that would solve like 6 problems.
I thought he bought some of that stuff his own. It was his own stuff.
I don't know if we bought it or we got it from the church.
Mm.
That would be the problem. Either that or it's at Jeff's house. The trailer mostly lived at Jeff's house.
True.
Either way, we're talking about other random crap. We got to go. All right, so, of course, go follow me at _Shoky. Go follow Hefe at Grounded in Grumpy. Follow this show at Naimia_pod. And someday we'll have the other Kevin IG as well.
Yes.
Actually, it will be hilarious if it's just you taking pictures of me everywhere. Like, you're not in any pictures on your own Instagram. It's just pictures of everything from your point of view. Yeah. And half of it is me. Yeah. Or other Kevins.
Yeah, other Kevins.
Oh,
whole Instagram of Kevin's.
Yeah, it's just it's the other Kevin IG, and you only have pictures of other Kevins, not yourself.
Yes.
I'll write that down. That's also worth the meme. It's like when you're sitting here doing the podcast, take a picture. What are you doing? Yeah, other Kevin work. Also, guys, let us know in the comments. Should we get a I am other Kevin shirt made for him? It might be worth it.
Might be worth it.
My wife calls me other Kevin. You get a license plate, 0THRKVN. That is also worth the meme.
Yes.
Put it on the Jetta. And I'll get KVN PRME. Or PRM3. Yeah.
Oh, God.
That would be so funny. Like, nobody else gets the jokes. It's fine. Like and subscribe. Go check out the Clips channel. Go buy the pre-orders for episode 200. You're literally running out of time. Like, if you're hearing this, it's next weekend. If I mapped this out correctly. Maybe not. It might be the weekend after. Wait, no. This weekend's the 30th, then the 6th, then the...
Yeah.
So 2 weeks out from, okay. Either way, you're running out of time. Just go buy tickets. And if you don't buy tickets ahead of time, that's okay. You can buy them on the day. But you're not going to be able to secure your VIP stuff if you don't buy it first. VIP is limited to 20 people. And at least some of those people are going to be people that are going to be hanging out near us in the first place. You guys are all going to have to buy your own shit at this point. But see, if you buy the VIP package for Frankenbolts, then you'll get mostly free shit at Mad Llama.
There you go.
For your point of view.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Anyway, and with that, guys, okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.